Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 9. The chapter which we are related with is rectification of errors. We have been given these entries as usual. Performer is in front of us. This is your neat work. Journal entries would be required in your paper, and these two columns are rough work. You may or you may not make it. So we are now ready to start our question. First A entry. Let's put its date first. And now 16,000 paid for wages to workmen for making showcases. Showcase mean furniture. Actually, furniture is our asset. Asset is increasing. Actual entry was to write furniture on debit side. This was your first entry. Okay, furniture was required to be written on debit side. All right, let's see what happened. Half part of this question will show what mistake. Next half part will show you what mistake we have done. Had been charged to wages account. So by mistake, we have written wages account. So instead of furniture, we have written wages account. Now you will come to know that how you will rectify this mistake. All right. So as usual, you know it, furniture was actually required to be written, but we have not written. So right now we will write it. Whatever is written in this green column, do same side. That means if furniture is debit, you will write furniture on debit side. Wages was wrong. And as usual, you know that if it is wrong, we will put it to the opposite side. So wages would be written over here. And you may write wrong wages now rectified. In this way, our first entry has been completed. Let's check the amount 16,000. So 16,000 would be written on debit side and same amount we will write on credit side. First entry has been completed, which is furniture to wages. Now next entry is B, sale of rupees 36,000. Actually the entry is related to sale, and you know that sale would be written on credit side. So in this rough line, actually what we have done, we have just written sale so that we can remember it. All right. So now let's see what mistake we have done. A sale of rupees 36,000 has been passed through purchase book. So actually it was sale, but we have written it purchase. And purchase, you know that it should be written on debit side. So let's write our mistake as well. Okay, now there is something else had been described. Customer account has, however, been correctly debited. It means there is no mistake in customer. When there is no mistake, we should not be having any trouble about customer. We should not bother about customer. The only mistake is we were required to write sale, but instead of sale, we have written purchase. As usual, whatever is green entry, we will write in the same side. Sale is credited. Here you will write sales. And now this is wrong entry. Purchase was written on debit side as wrong entry. So we will make it to the opposite side. So purchase would be written over here. In this way, we have completed our entry, but nothing is present on debit side. Just to fill the space, we will write over here. What you will write over here? Listen, there was a mistake has been rectified, customer account was correct, so nothing has been left to be written over here. So what you will do, you will write suspense account. Now how you will put the amount? 36,000 is the only amount which was sales. same amount would be posted over here, and sum of these amount, that means 72,000, would be written here, and you will write wrong purchase now rectified. B entry is completed. Let's put a bottom line after this. Okay, we are going to put a bottom line from here. Please remember, good presentation is very important. Lines are very important. Don't forget about that. If you are giving little more time for better presentation, that would never be a problem. So two entries are completed. B entry suspense to sale to purchase. Now we will see our C entry. A sale of rupees 9,000 to Kabir. Okay, first we will do its entry. Goods sold to Kabir. It means Kabir to sale. This was correct entry which was required to be written. Kabir to sales. Okay, now we will see what mistake has been done. A sale of 9,000 to Kabir was credited to their. Their means they are talking about Kabir brothers. Credited to their account. So here Kabir is written on credit side. There means human being, and human being or the name is Kabir brothers. So it means mistake is only in Kabir account. There is no mistake in sale, so you can ignore it. Now as usual, whatever is written on green line, we will write at the same spot first. And this was wrong entry. Kabir was written on right side as wrong, so we will do opposite. Kabir would be written again on debit side. So guys, in this way, our first portion of the entry has been completed, where we understood that there was two mistakes in Kabir. It is double error. Instead, you know the word instead. Instead of writing on debit side, we have written it on credit side. So there are two mistakes. Kabir was required to be written on debit side, but we have not written. How you will rectify? We will write Kabir on debit side. This was wrongly posted. Kabir account was wrongly posted to the credit side. So to cancel this effect, we will again going to debit it. There was only mistake regarding Kabir which has been rectified. Nothing has left over here. So to fill the space, you will write suspense over here. So guys, in this way, our entry has been completed, and we will be aligning it to center. So Kabir to suspense. It would be our entry. Now let's see how much amount. 9,000. So 9,000 would be written two times, and sum of this amount 18,000 would be written on opposite suspense side. Here again wrong Kabir, now rectified. So guys, in this way our three entries have been completed. Now just putting a bottom line after it and see what next entry we have. 60,000 paid for purchase of motorcycle for the partner. Partner mean owner. So if you will buy anything for the owner personal use, that would be considered as drawings. This is our D entry. Alright guys, so actually it was drawings which should be written on debit side, but what happened? Had been charged to the miscellaneous expenses. So here by mistake we have written it in miscellaneous expenses. Again in the same way, drawings were required to be written on debit side, but we have not written. And I was telling you whatever is green, it would be posted exactly at the same spot. So drawings were required to be written on debit side, and we have written. On the other hand, miscellaneous expenses was written wrongly on debit side. So we will write it to the opposite side, miscellaneous expenses. So in this way, entry has been completed. Drawings to miscellaneous expenses. So guys, in this way, entry has been completed. It's time to write its narration. But before that, we will see wrong here. What was the mistake? Wrong miscellaneous expenses. Now rectified. Narration is completed. Let's see how much amount was of drawings. That was 60,000. So put 60,000 on debit side and same amount we will write on credit side. A bottom line is needed to be put after narration. D entry is completed. Now we will see our E entry. A purchase of rupees 1392 had been debited to supplier's account 1264. The supplier was server. Goods were purchased. So actual entry was purchased to server. So you may write purchase to server. Actual entry was purchase to server, and now we will see what mistake we have done. Had been debited to supplier means service server account. So we have debited server account. So this is our mistake. Instead of writing server on credit side, we have written server on debit side. There is no mistake in purchase, so you may remove it. Server was required to be written on credit, but we have posted it on debit side. So it is double error. How it would be corrected? Simple is green would be written on the same side. So you will write server on credit. This was by mistake we have posted server on debit side. To remove it, we cannot delete it, we cannot erase it. So to cancel this effect, we will post it to the opposite side. So to server would again be written over here. Mistake was present only in server account and we have rectified. There is nothing else left to be written over here. So to fill the space, you will write suspense over here. Entry what we have got is suspense to server. So guys, in this way our last entry has also been completed. You may write server only for once and write double amount, or you may write server two times. Let's see how much amount was. 1392 actual amount. 1392. Okay, there is very interesting thing over here. Actual amount was 1392, but by mistake we have debited server's account by 1264. So here 1264 by mistake is written. Look, this green entry would be written as it is 1392, and this wrong entry server 1264 will be posted to the opposite side. So you will write 1264. And to balance our entry, we will take sum of both amounts and that would be written over here. So guys, in this way our entry has been completed, and this is very important to understand the amount, the factor of amount. Please note that actual amount was 1392, but we have written 1264 on the opposite side. Rule is very similar. If green amount is written over here, you will post exactly at the same place, and red, which is wrong entry, that would be posted to the opposite side. Here we can write narration as well. Wrong server now rectified. So guys, our narration is also completed. So in this way, suspense to server entry has been completed. I am going to write it over here. In this narration, I am taking to above line. Alright guys, so here we have suspense to server. In this way, all 5 entries have been completed. You are requested to please practice this question for more than 2-3 times. And after practicing, if you see anything difficult, you are very open to share your problem through messages, text, or you can directly meet to share your problem. I will surely be available to answer your queries instantly. So it's time to end our lecture. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.